discovery. Today in your kit, you are going to make magnet hearts. They'll stick on your refrigerator or anything else that's metal, but aren't they really sweet? We made them last year and so fun, and so we thought we'd bring them back this year. So let's get started. In your kit, you're going to have instructions, and they simply say thread your needle, sew 3/4 of the way around your heart, insert the magnet and stuffing, complete sewing, and tie off. So that's as easy as it is. You have 2 hearts, varying colors in your kit, right like this. And then you have needlepoint thread like that of a contrasting color, really. You have a needle, you have a magnet that you have to put inside, and then you have scissors, and you have the stuffing that goes inside your heart. And that's your complete kit. So let's get started. The first thing I did was I cut off a length of my embroidery thread, and I made a big knot in the end. I just twirled it around my finger and pulled it, and then you get a big knot. Now you want your knot to be pretty big, and I'll show you why. Because I punched holes in here, so you'd have the threads to just go easily around with this big needle. So make sure your knot is pretty big, and then take your needle, thread this through your needle just like that, pull it through the other side. You leave a little tail on here about that long, just so that you don't want to pull your thread out when you're sewing. So if you leave it about that long, it's pretty great. So then let's take our heart, and you want the 2 sides to stay together. See, there's 2 pieces right here. And I usually start around the bottom, and it's just easier for me. You go inside. So this is the back, this is the front, and you're going to go inside between the 2 right here with your first thread. And that you're going to push the knot up inside so nobody can see where you started. Then line your heart back up. Take 1 more stitch through the back and through that same hole just like that. Now here's the tricky part. Take your needle through this little loop right here. Pull it pretty tight and you're good to go there. Go to the next hole from the back to the front. Pull it through that little tail right there. And make it pretty tight. I'm going to do 1 more stitch for you right here. Pull it from the back to the front, leave a little loop right there, and then pull it through. And you continue doing that almost all the way around your heart. Now you want to stop about here because we have to put the magnet and the stuffing in. Okay, so I have sewed all around my heart. You can see that right to here. And I've left this little bit open. I didn't sew in here because you have to put the important stuff in the middle. So take your magnet. You have a magnet for each heart that's in your kit. Push that in there. And then I kind of pull my little polyester fiber apart, my fill, and so I can put it in smaller batches, and then you fill that up, right like that. Can you see my hands are bigger, but they'll probably be easier for you because it's a little heart. And you just keep stuffing in there. Now you want to get all the way up into the heart up in here so it looks puffy and pretty. And keep doing it. Fill in the other side. There we go. Get good and puffy. And then all you're going to do is finish it off. So you stopped with this stitch right here. So pick up the next hole. A set of holes there. Again, go through the back to the front, pick up your loop and go forward. And the back, you have to find the hole in the back and the front. And leave that loop right there to pick it up. There you go. 2 more. Go around this point here, which is kind of tricky. Like this. And you can tie it off any way you want, so go back through that hole. Now I'm going to go, where am I? Right there. I'm going to go right back through this hole right here to complete it. That's the one we started on, right? Pick up your loop. And now we have our pretty little stitch all the way around. Does that make sense? The easiest way, I think, to tie it off is just to cut this here. And that's for your little hands here, but you can spread this comes in different widths of fibers. Just split them up like that. Can you see that? And make a couple knots and you're done. Okay, and that's how you make a heart. If I can make this knot, I'll be all done. And I can't. just tuck it under there. Oops, that was terrible. Okay, and once you get your knot, just clip that off and you have your heart. All right, Limelight campers, here's your assignment. You are going to make Cheddar the cat. And inside your box are patterns and instructions on how to make Cheddar. He's super great. He's bigger than you think. Here's the pattern. So you cut 2 of Cheddar, so put 2 pieces of felt together and cut through them. And then you're going to cut 1 tail for the front and 1 tail for the back. You're going to do one of the nuzzles right for his nose there, and you're going to cut 2 ears. Once you cut out the pattern, then you're going to apply it to the fabric itself. Pin it carefully and put your pins facing in so that you don't cut yourself as you're going around the pattern. Also pin the tails and the ears to the gray piece. And try and save as much fabric. So you want to put them close together because you could use that felt fabric for another project later. Once you have all your pieces cut out, just lay them out on the table, then take the patterns off, as I have off of Cheddar Cat's body, and I've even placed the ears in the place. Now you have to make that nose or that nuzzle there. It's so cute. I actually took the round piece and I drew it and then poked holes through it so I could use it for my pattern on the nose of the cat. And then I used a ruler to draw whiskers with a pencil on. Then you're going to put the tail on, and the tail goes on the front and on the back, and you want to line it up so when you sew it together they actually look like a real tail. Once that's done, then you pin your Cheddar the cat together. You want to put the right sides out. You'll sew all the way around. There's a video that'll teach you how to do that stitch. And then you'll actually take the batting and stuff the cat. Now, some of you have this batting that's in a sheet. You want to make sure and pull it apart and fluff it up. You don't want to shove a sheet in there. It'll make the cat too thin. So stuff your cat, sew up the last couple of stitches, make a knot, and you have Cheddar the cat to keep forever. Hey everybody, it's Miss Cathy, and I'm here in the Web Center looking at all these empty seats and missing you all so much. But while we're here this morning, I wanted to introduce you to the latest member of our technical crew here at the Web Center. I'm going to go over here to stage left, and I want you to meet Cheddar the cat. He's our new tech guy. So welcome, Cheddar, to the Web Center. All right, Mainstage, your project is to make this fox. He's even more difficult than Cheddar the cat and really fun. So you have your instruction sheet that's included in there. It tells you how to do it. Here's a picture of Charlie when you're done. He's pretty adorable. I made mine 2 different colors, but you could make yours 1 color on the back, 1 color on the front, but you can make yours all 1 color. So again, cut out your pattern piece that's included in your kit. Cut out all the pieces. And once you've got that done, you'll note that you need to cut 2 of the fox's body, just 1 of his face, 1 of his belly, 1 of his tail. He does need 2 legs and 2 ears though. So be careful and watch on that pattern how many pieces of each that you cut out. Lay all your pattern pieces out and keep them safe so they don't get lost because a couple of them are really tiny. Then lay your pattern pieces on your felt. Please make sure that you scoot your pattern as far to the corners as you can to save as much extra felt for another project someday. And then line out your other pieces on the white felt that's in your packet because that's what they should be cut out of. Once you've got all those cut out, then I just kind of placed mine on there so I could see how cute they were and they were ready to go. You want to take your pattern, take the pins out and take your pattern piece off, and it leaves you with the fox's body. I pinned the face right to the top of the fox's body and face. Don't sew them together, just on the front. And then there's a video that shows you how to make these different stitches, but you put the eyes on and then the nose on, the chest, the feet, the tail, and the ears. Then you get this batting. Some of you get loose batting and some of you are getting batting in sheets. Make sure that you pull it apart so that the fox is nice and fluffy. Watch your pattern because it's going to tell you to stop in certain places on sewing around the body so that you can get the batting inside the fox at the appropriate places. His neck is thin and so is his tail. So keep stuffing away and he should be pretty solid by the time you're done. There's a lot of stuffing or batting in your in your project. I'm here at the Web Center. It's Miss Cathy, and we are setting up for Camp Imagination Online, our virtual camp. Here's our little sound studio we got going on here for assembly. But you know, I have a question for Mr. Tim, so I think I'm going to just swing backstage here and see if he's at his desk. You've all been backstage. It's just really messy right now, but you've all been there. Let's see. Mr. Tim, I have a question for you. Hey, Mr. Fox, what are you doing at Tim's desk? If he catches you here, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know about you.